So in the last step we saw how you can retrieve all users using the get method. Now see how you can take a specific user to get that. So instead of DAO we need to use the repo, right? So repo, let's change one for all. Repo dot find find by ID. This one you will have to use find by ID, and the user ID need to pass. That's it. Okay, control, and thereafter change method to return type to optional. That is fine. Optional is the Java add features where it will take care if this is returning value, then that's fine, and if this is returning null, then it will create a null object by default. So this is the Java add features. You can see my other video where I have explained this, the optional features of the Java add. But for now you just need to know this takes care if this call are returning the null value. So you no need to handle explicitly what if this object is returning null. So it will not occur the null pointer exception and all, right? So what if you want to create an user? So repo dot save. Okay, so save is the method of the CRUD repository also. So you can do that. Okay, and delete user. So delete user we can also see later on, but for now we can see repo dot remove. Here will be remove. Sorry, repo dot. If you see, there is lot of many options are there, so you can use the delete, right? Delete by ID. So whatever, if you go to this just a minute, delete by ID cannot return to void result. Okay, this returns the void. So void, okay, and return, right? So if you see the repo dot, so all the operations, all the things have got implemented using the JPA repository. You don't need to implement all this CRUD operation. So this is the beauty of the JPA, Spring Data JPA. Okay, and this is how this is only writing this small code is handling all these things. All it is not like you cannot modify. If you want to modify, you can write here your own query over here and you can use that, right? So this is how you can use. So let's use the Postman, okay, to show you one of this, and you can check. So go to the Postman over here and JPA / users, right, to retrieve all the user. Okay, so if you see retrieving all the user, and what is the REST API? Go to code. What is the REST user to handle or to return single one? So JPA user / maker / user ID, user / maker, maker / let's say 103. I want to return, send. So 103 will come, 104. So 104 will come, right? 104 is not here, so it returned null. So it did not give you the null pointer exception, right? Because you have used the optional as a return type, right? So this is how you can handle this. So now see the other one. If you want to create an user, how will you do this, right? So copy this, Control C. You need to use the post method. Okay, go to the body part, and here body part you don't need to write a maker ID because we have here we don't need to write the maker ID because we have created a annotation generated value here in our entity class generated value. This will take care by the generated value. You can give here start or end, but by default it will start from 1. So let's keep it for now. So here maker amount is this. Let's see, and what is the endpoint of the post of creating an user? Come over here, go to the Eclipse and go to the controller. If you see JPA / users, So JPA/users, this is the post REST endpoint, and send this. So this got created with maker ID 1. If you go there in console, okay, go there in console, refresh this, test connection, connect, go here, run. If you see, the one has come over here, right? If you want to create another one, let's say instead of admin, my role is operator, okay, and maker amount is 1234, okay, send this again. It will go to and persist into the database with maker ID 2. Run this 2 is coming. So this is how these things you are communicating with the database, and it's getting persisted into the database, right? So this is how you can also use the remove user. So we saw like how you can find all users, you can find one of the users, you can create your own users, and you can remove the particular users. So all the CRUD operations you can perform using the user JPA repository, and this is the beauty of the Spring Data JPA. You don't need to bother about anything. We are much focusing on the business part instead of how the data will persist, how we will save the data, how will you delete the data. You don't need to bother about this. So internally JPA is an interface basically which are implementing internally Hibernate only. But this is the beautiful of the abstractions that Spring Boot is giving to us. So you don't need to bother about that. If you go to the JPA repository implementation part, okay, if you see here, this is extended by JPA repository implementation. Let's go here and see here. JPA repository implementation extends the JPA repository, okay, and extends go implementation, and this is all user JPA repository. We came here. So if you see how this has got implemented internally, okay, so if you get a chance, go through that all how these things are getting implemented. If you go to the declaration also to check, JPA repository extends the paging and sorting repository. This is also helpful for pagination. You can implement the pagination, like if you want to retrieve the lakhs of record from the database and want to populate into the UI, you want to render into the over the UI. So how you can implement the pagination and sorting. So this gives you that flexibility as well, okay, and you can see if this how this method has implemented find all by sort ID. So all these things you can get over here, okay, and you don't need to bother about that. If you go to the to go more inside, so if you go to the implementation, this is all implementation you can go over here, right? So this is how you can use the Spring Data JPA, Spring Data S2 database. So instead of S2 database, you can use the any database, right? I have shown you only the S2 database, and this needs to be, while practicing, this needs to be also right. Otherwise you will have to this needs to URL will be creating every time new post restart or post recycle of your service. So instead of changing and all again, you can put this lines of configuration to make it consistent, to make it permanent, this URL. So that's all about this tutorial. See you in the next tutorial. Bye bye. Thank you.